Hey everybody, Andrew Piotrowski from Engearment.com. And I'm out here in my gear shed today, just unloaded my truck from the weekend. And one of the pieces of gear that I used this weekend, and I've used many times this fall, is this awesome round cooler from Kula. Kula is K-U-L-A. They're actually produced by the company that makes awesome paddleboards named BOTE. They make paddleboards and inflatable kayaks. I recently did a review on one of their kayaks, which was really cool. And I've had this cooler all fall, and I really like it. You know, I have a bunch of coolers. You know, we do a lot of water sports, do a lot of running, a lot of snowboarding, things that we're usually bringing some food, drinks, beer, you know, seltzers, whatever it is. I've had used coolers for as long as I can remember, right? This is probably my favorite that I've ever had. For one, it keeps things cold, which is what you want in a cooler, but there's some awesome, really key features. So let's just open it up and get rolling. You know, if you look at their website, they talk about how the round design is because most of your drinks are round. So unless you're filling it with, you know, square rectangular Jack Daniels bottles, the beers are round, which just makes sense because they fit perfectly in here. So let me take them out. Here's some beer from our local brewery picked up today. And we're going to go through some features here. So let's start up top. This cooler has this really cool foam up here, and it looks like gator skin. I think it's like an EVA foam, and it is really comfortable to sit on. So think about all the times you've gone to the beach and maybe you had to walk a couple blocks to the beach, or maybe you went down to the lake and you had to walk a quarter mile down. You've had to carry your cooler and your chair and your umbrella and all these things. This would actually be perfect for that, where you probably don't need to carry a chair because you can sit right on this. What I really liked this for was last couple weekends I've been training for some races and some marathons and things, and I've used this as like my mobile aid station. So I've loaded up with a thermos of coffee, water, some Tailwind, different snacks, all kinds of stuff, and basically just kept it in the bed of my truck. And then I made sure my truck was somewhere on my run, halfway, quarter of the way in, and I would stop, sit on this, have my lunch, you know, maybe I would fix some blisters, but it's a really cool seat and it's super convenient. I really like that. You know, I just use this as my mobile aid station. Didn't need to bring my chair that I normally carry or my pad or my sleeping pad. I just could sit right on this. So I'll post some pictures down in the review of that. So moving to this front here, what's a cooler without a bottle opener? So it's got this really cool bottle opener, very durable. Use that a bunch. It has this handle here. So this handle is, I think it's actually stainless steel. Has this EVA foam on top that makes it easy to carry. And then if, you know, let's say you're going a further distance, like maybe you're walking a mile to the beach, Kula does sell a strap that clips onto these mounts that you can use it to carry it like a tote bag, which is pretty cool. So you get to the front here, this handle is super easy to open with one hand, and it just slides right up. And you can close it with one hand, really easy. I love that. I've actually been using it also for my lunchbox. I know it's a little excessive, but I'm in my car pretty often. I go to my different stores throughout the day, so I'm driving quite a bit. And I pack my lunch, my water, coffee in here, and I just put it on my passenger seat. And you know, if I want to eat on the road, you can just easily open this while I'm driving, pull out my water, pull out my coffee. Very convenient. Before we jump inside, I want to point out one more thing here. So on the bottom here, there's these foam feet that make it really awesome to stand on, to sit on. It doesn't slide. So I've used this as a step stool. I used this to get on the bed of my truck the other day when I was carrying a big heavy bag. It doesn't slide, so you know, I don't have to worry about the cooler sliding out from under you, which is really cool. You can also see here this hole, which is the drain plug, and it's drilled and it's threaded, and I'll show you that on the inside, but it's dead center. So think about all the coolers you've had, especially those rectangular coolers you get at Walmart where the drain plug is like a quarter inch or an inch into the cooler, and no matter what you do, you're not getting all the water out unless you are manually tipping it or flipping it over. This thing, you just pull the drain plug, all the water drains out. You don't have to worry about sloshing it around or flipping it over. It actually drains water. It does what it's supposed to do. All right, let's jump inside. So I open this up, and on this lid here, you have this seal. There's a gasket, and this gasket does a really nice job of keeping everything inside cold. It makes a really nice seal. Taking a look inside here, you can see how thick it is. It's super thick, has really nice insulation. Obviously I've loaded it up with ice water, throw it in the bed of my truck, let it sit out in the sun. It keeps things cold for a long, long time. This is the drain plug that I talked about. It actually can go in the, I feed it through the bottom. So I think you maybe could do it either way, but I like to feed it through the bottom. It sits right in here, and then it's out of the way. These pegs keep it off, and don't have to worry about it getting beat up or broken. All right, back to the inside here. So it holds a lot. It's 5 gallons, so you could fill this with water just for your dog if you're going on a camping trip. You could put your lunch in here. You could fill it. I think they say it holds 27 beers. Normal size cans of beer, not these monster cans that I have here. The other really, really cool thing about this is it is super durable. So I intentionally beat the crap out of this thing to see how durable it was, because one of the things the Kula talks about is that it's gator proof, and it might be gator proof, to be honest. So basically I loaded it up. When it's loaded, it's pretty heavy. I just throw it in the bed of my truck. For the most part, it doesn't tip over because of the feet, but I do drive like a maniac sometimes, and it rolls around the bed of the truck. And there is like very, very little wear and tear on this. So you can see like maybe here and here, there's some wear from it sliding, some of the paint's chipped on the handle, but that's it. All the hinges work great. There's these flexible rubber, nothing's broken, nothing's chipped really. I mean, it's super durable. So if you're looking for a cooler that can also double as a seat, that could also double as a water bowl for your dog, or really anything, this would be the one to go with. They come in a variety of colors, and if you already use boats, I think it's their paddleboard or their kayak, there are some mounts that I believe work with this to use as a seat for fishing off your kayak or fishing off your paddleboard. And then the only last thing I would say, 5 gallons is the perfect size for probably, I have like, maybe it's like us and 4 friends going to the beach or going to tailgate. I think for like 4 people, it's perfect amount for lunch, food, water, things for the day. It's can hold plenty of beer, soda, water, all those things. So if you're looking for a durable cooler, it can double as a seat, it's gonna last a really long time, and it's easy to carry, I would definitely check out this 5-gallon cooler from Kula.